welcome to PC Wiz Kids Tech Talk. Today we're looking at the Agility Series SSD drive from OCZ. Now this one here that we're looking at specifically is a 60 gigabyte model. Okay, the Agility Series is actually a mainstream series, but not their entry level. This one here has newer, faster access times, of course, as each generation progresses. Slim design, 2.5 inch, obviously, and the read is up to 230 megs per second. The write speed is up to 135 megs per second. The sustained write, as you can see here, 80 megabytes per second. Shock resistant, vibration resistant, of course, there's no movable parts. It's solid. It's a solid state drive, and it's going to last quite a bit of time. So most likely it'll outlive your regular hard drive. So this little guy here, as you can see, is slim, sleek, fits basically in a laptop or in a desktop. Okay, so if you want to use this in a desktop, no problem. Just make sure you get the brackets and the appropriate cage that you can install this in. Okay, most new cases come now with SSD drive adapter. Now here's my test system that I'm using, of course, and I'll be comparing this against a whole bunch of different drives. But the main thing that I wanted to talk about was comparing it against a Western Digital 500 gig drive. Okay, so that's your average drive that's going out there. So right now on this SSD drive here, you can see the linear speeds, 200 to 230, definitely meets what OCZ is advertising on the package, okay, when it comes to those read speeds. So that's terrific. If you were to compare this, of course, with a regular hard drive, it won't even come close to that. Okay, I did another test on the Atto disk benchmark to see what it had to say as it increases the transfer rates and the amount of data that it's transferring. We can see here the speeds and how much it's able to transfer per second. Okay, if I compare that to my Western Digital 3.5 inch drive, here's the model if you're interested, it's in some cases less than that, less than half, than that. So really there's a difference, night and day, between an SSD drive and a SATA II Hard drive. Okay, so Crystal Disk Benchmark also is a very good tool that allows us to see that difference when it does these sequential read and writes on the hard disk. And I did the same test here on the C drive, which is my SSD. I installed Windows 7 on it and made it boot up with that. And also I did a test on the D drive, which is the standard Western Digital drive. And I also installed, by the way, Windows 7 on that one. It's so much faster. It's incredible. It takes like maybe 7 seconds or less for it to boot into Windows 7. And of course, it's so much faster. Look at the copying here. I'll copy a 420 meg file from the SSD to the Western Digital drive. 2.5 seconds to copy that file over. Pretty fast, as you can see there, 164 megs per second on the copy test, as you can see. Now, loading a game, for example, super fast. Okay, here's a Modern Warfare 2 loading. Opens up, click here on the mission, click on one of those, and look at the loading bar at the bottom of my screen. Instant. Okay, took maybe a second and a quarter, not even 2 seconds to load that mission. Okay, so super fast. As you can see here, these results from PCMark Vantage, it kind of shows you the 22859 score from this OCZ Agility drive compared to all these other types of drives, so you know where this stands. Okay, the main advantages, of course, is the faster read and write, less power consumption, that's up to 70% less power than a standard hard drive, longer life because there's no moving parts, of course, so it's going to last you well over 5 years or even more, okay, maybe even 10 years, okay, and it comes in different sizes. So this 3-year warranty drive comes in 30, 60, 120, and 250 in case you want a biggie, and you can install it in a desktop or on a laptop, like I said. Definitely recommend this as your boot drive for Windows 7, for example, and I'd like to thank OCZ for providing it, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.